Hey, welcome back to another edition of the No Comfort Zone podcast. My name's Dan Brzezowski. This is Success and Motivation in the No Comfort Zone. Today's podcast is Stepping Up for Success. I'll see you on the inside.
Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Thank you, and wanted to welcome you back to another episode of the No Comfort Zone. I'm so glad you joined me today, and I'm so excited about today's message about stepping up for success. Kind of let me tell you what's been going on is I'm going to start off by saying this. So my son was in football, and he's very good at it. He was very good at it. He doesn't do it anymore, but he was very good at it back in the day. One of the fastest kids, one of the most agile, athletic. He was great at football when he was in high school. And then he had an opportunity to step up, to go to a team where he wouldn't necessarily be the number one guy, but he was asked to step up. He decided to stay where he was at and be great in the position that he was at. Now, I don't fault him for this because we do all this. All of us go through this in our lives. But what I've realized now, and I've done that too in my life, what I've realized is I stayed comfortable in an area to be familiar and to be known as. Because when I was his age, I did the exact same thing. I even cut weight to stay in the program so I didn't have to go up to the next level. So it's funny, all the coaches wanted me to stay, so I did stay. And I enjoyed it. And even recently got a cool post on Facebook from back in the day from an old friend of mine, Mark Charpentier, who said that I was one of the best running backs or hardest runners he's ever met. Which is pretty cool because that's, you go back in the day, you live the glory days, and that's what it is. But I always had something to prove back then, and still today I always have something to prove. But we fall back into this comfort zone, and stepping up into success really means surrounding yourself with people that are, I don't want to say better than you, but they are smarter than you. They have different standards, and that's recently what I've done. I've done that with my employer. I've surrounded myself with people that are better than myself, smarter than myself, and I'm learning a lot. And it's not easy, but I think it's an important part of growth. And I'm learning a ton. And when it comes down to it, when it comes to just life and business and stuff, I really have a long way to go from where my ideals are. And I'm grateful to be surrounded by people that actually care, that are knowledgeable, and actually do have some compassion. So, but again, it's all business too. So please understand that it's not always easy and happy, joyous, and free. It's not sunshines and rainbows. It's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure, but it's enjoyable. It's worthwhile. Now, why I'm stepping up to success currently is because the program that I'm in, and I'm going to keep talking about it for a while, I'm going to share with it, is this Nanotest, and Clark Bartram is the leader of the group. He's a fitness model for the past, I think, 30 years. I knew about him back when a company called EAS was around. He did a transformation, the new evolution, and it's a picture of him being fat. And as he walks, he ends up losing the weight, and then he's ripped at the end of the 4 pictures. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Or go to the Facebook group, Nanotest, and sign up for it. If you're a guy in your 50s and if you're interested in getting a little bit fitter, healthier, happier, and want to be around like-minded people, that's your place to go. I met some great people in the group too, by the way, and my huddle is kick-ass. So I just wanted to mention that again because it is impacting me and watching what's going on in that group. We're all becoming better because of it. So here you are stepping up for success. And the reason why I'm saying that is because within the group, like-minded people, and we're all at different fitness levels, different age levels, just different issues, everyone from extremely obese to having lost 100 pounds or so. That's amazing. To guys that are fit but dealing with injuries, guys that are a little overweight dealing with diabetes and heart issues and joint issues and things like that. It's all over the spectrum, but everyone's like-minded and very supportive. Now Clark, on a different level, Clark's really passionate, really cares. That's why he started the group. And he's also very committed to help people. And he has processes and systems in place that actually work. And why I want to tell you this is because he's a little edgy. He's pretty much, he'll call bullshit real fast. He holds people accountable real fast. And there's really no wavering with how he goes about what he does. There's no apologies for being Clark. Let me just say that. That's what I get. I don't know him personally, connected with him maybe once or twice on a Zoom call, and that's it. But what I'm saying is that there's a standard in place. And if you like the personality of the leader and you put yourself into that space, you're kind of taking ownership to where you're at in the process and the people that are in it. He sets the tone. So this is a place for accountability. Think about that in your own life where you're at right now. Are you surrounded by people that actually hold you accountable? Or are you surrounded by people that actually are, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, man, it's all good, man. Go ahead, have another drink. Go ahead. Yeah, it's okay to go to the bar when your family's at home waiting for you. It's okay to go ahead and spend your paycheck on gambling. It's okay to go, whatever it is that you're into, that's probably not the best thing, and your friends support you and they're like, yeah, whatever, that's cool. It's not. You need to be around people that are highly ethical, highly moral, and people that are genuinely out for your best interest. And they're always going to tell you what you want to hear. Imagine if all your friends were mentors. Think about that. All of your friends were mentors. What person would you be 90 days from now, a year from now, if your friends held you accountable because you wanted to be a better version? Isn't that what life's all about? You want to grow up. You want to move up. You want to step up into success. Believe you me, success won't happen for you at the level you're looking for. If you listen to this podcast, you have high ambitions. You have a high level of success. You have a high work ethic. That's who listens to this podcast. You want it all. You don't want to be number 2. You want to be number 1. You want to be that person, and you want to go about doing it the right way. And you want to consistently be you're a champion. You consistently want to be number 1. The way I see it is you don't defend, the title. You don't defend it when you have it. You don't defend it. You're fighting for it every day. That's the way you got to look at this. And the way to do that is surrounding yourself with people that will hold you accountable. My huddle holds me accountable, directly and indirectly. If I know, for example, let's say it's 8 o'clock in the evening, and I know that somebody's doing their fasting and somebody's doing their hour of cardio because they posted, I'm getting ready to do this, and I haven't done mine yet. Yeah, when I'm done doing whatever I'm doing, I got to get there because that person did it. I owe it to that person to complete what I committed to. Does that make sense? High level of integrity in this group, and in life, you should have the same thing. And if you're looking for that, I strongly encourage that you try to find a way to go to Team No Comfort Zone. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a group, it's an environment for people to meet up in and talk about their hopes, their dreams, their goals and ambitions, and people holding you accountable so that you can achieve it. You want something that's so simple. Somebody came up to me the other day, Dan, I want to read a book a month. Cool. That's awesome. Let's do it. Let's do a book a month. Let's do that. Or if you want to get a little crazy, what about a book a week? Can you do that? Yeah, you sure can. You can do that. I know, because I do it. I do a book a week. And I'm interested to know, what do you have to give up in order to do that? In order for me to give up so I can spend time to exercise, I have to get up earlier. I have to get up earlier, and I go to bed later. Now, I'm doing it for 6 weeks. Is it the healthiest thing to do right now? I don't know. I just know that I've lost some weight along the process. I feel better in my clothes. I have a better outlook, and I'm holding myself to these disciplines in place that I've agreed to. And when it gets hard, I have the group and the community to support me along the way. There's no other way to do it, I don't think. If you've got goals and big goals, look, 225 to 185, that's where I want to be at. And I'll get there. It's not going to be in 6 weeks. It's kind of cool if it was, but it's not going to be in 6 weeks. Remember when I started this thing, I was going to do a 30 and 60 and a 60-day program for the No Comfort Zone of what I put myself in through my blueprint. And I'll cover it for you really quick right now. And I'm going to say it really quick. Here's the entire blueprint. It falls very much in line with Clark's principles of first thing he wants you to do is mindset. Get your mindset right in the morning. Movement. What movements are you going to do today that you did differently yesterday in order to get you healthier? Meals. Are you prepping and planning your meals so that you're holding you accountable to a discipline of eating the right amount of calories and not reactive to when you're hungry? That's super important. Community. Support the community. Make sure you contribute and post and share what's going on. It's super important. And that's his group, by the way. And then also supplementation. What vitamins and what supplements are you taking in order to support you in your journey to become a healthier person? Because let's call it what it is. The foods don't have the necessary nutrients that they used to. And there's tons of supplements out there. Get educated, do the things you need to do. And by the way, if you're interested in year 50 and you want to go, check me out. I'm in there. I'm going to go to Team Nanotest. And I talk about just my journey and what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm driving. And I talk about my journey and what I'm doing in there, but here's the blueprint in a nutshell. And, this podcast is a little bit longer than normal, but I'll share it with you. Become aware of where you're at, identify, decide, and take action. That's the mindset. Then we're going to talk about goals. The next part, the stage 2 of the blueprint, is what's the results you're looking for? What's the purpose for that? And what's the massive action you're willing to take? And what are you going to do right now in order to get there? Super huge. Now, when it comes to something else, it comes to the cash system: knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits. If you don't know anything about diet, nutrition, knowledge, you need to increase your knowledge. You need to increase your attitude about it. You need to get better skills when it comes down to it. And what habits do you have right now? Getting up early, planning your meals, all this ties together. And when life gets you down, you got the 4 E's: energy, excitement, enthusiasm, engagement. It's what life's all about. That's living. Get engaged, get excited, stay enthusiastic, and definitely have a super high level of enthusiasm. Did I say that right? Energy, excitement, enthusiasm, and engagement. And then when that's all done, then you start to test it. You test the blueprint. You see if it's working. You put things in there in the success and failure cycle. Are you moving up? Are you feeling better about things? Are you starting to find your purpose? Do you have momentum? That's what this is all about. And that's the blueprint. That's the simple form of the blueprint. If you want a copy of it, I will email it to you, and I'll send you a video on how to explain it specific to what you have going on. It's kind of cool when you have this in your toolbox to help you, and it doesn't cost you anything. I'm helping you out. I want you to know that I'm very sincere about you becoming a better version of yourself, being held accountable, having a plan, and moving forward. So anyway, I wish you the best of luck. You're worthy. You're worthwhile. I believe in you, and you are somebody very special to someone else. So do me a favor, and today is the day I want you to commit. Commit. Make the decision and commit and execute to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye.